Hello, this is American Color Imaging with a video on how to place a remake and reorder for underclass, volume sports, and volume dance orders. This does not include orders that were ordered through the MyACI Sports and Events ROSE program. This will be done in Order Pix Suite. An important note is if something was wrong with the image file, you will need to make sure that you go in, alter it, and then upload that new file before you place a reorder. Let's go ahead and get started. I've already logged into my Order Pix Suite account. So the first thing I need to do is find the project. I'm going to go ahead and reorder from the project here, and I'm going to click on Reorder. If ACI uploaded your project to Order Pix Suite, there will be two options. There will be a reorder or a remake for prints and packages, and then also a reorder or remake for service items. If you uploaded the project to the site yourself, it'll skip those options as you don't have an option to do a reorder for service items. I uploaded this project, so I can only do a reorder remake for prints and products, not for service items. Now that I've got my subject selected, the next thing I need to do is select the image. This particular subject only has one image, but you could have 3 or 4 to choose from. Once you select it, it gives you a thumbnail of it so you can make sure that you've got the right one selected. The next step is to select the item that's needed. So let's say we were missing an 8x10. I select that. Over here is the quantity. I only need one. Below this are several options. You can select a background if it was a green screen job. This particular one wasn't. You can also go in and crop and change the crop if needed. And then hit save. There's also an option in here to order retouching on the image. So you'd be able to select what retouching you want. You can also add personalization to the item if it's allowed. This particular item is not allowed, but if it was wallets, I'd be able to type that in there. Once you have all the items ordered from this particular image, and Jane had an additional image that you needed to order from, you would go down below and click Add Another Image. And then you would go back into the subject, find Jane, and then find her another image. This particular subject only has one, but just showing you that option. We would recommend, if you have more than one subject that needs a remake or reorder, to send them on separate forms to make sure that all the information on the data envelope is ordered correctly. Once you are done ordering all the items needed for this order, you would click Continue. The next step, you will enter a reference text. The reason for this is that will show up on the invoice to help keep track of what this order is for. The next step will ask if you want a data envelope. This would include some limited data and a thumbnail used to identify the subject. The cost of this would be less than 25 cents each. Next, you will select Reorder, Remake, or Remake from an OSP reorder. If a remake is selected, there will also be a question asked for the reason of that remake. Please select the one that applies. So we're going to pretend this one's an actual remake. So here's our drop downs. We'll say that it was shorted. The next option is to let us know if we should ship to the studio or drop ship this to the customer. If we are to drop ship it, we will need to know the shipping information. So right now the default is this will be shipped directly to the studio. If I mark it for drop ship, I will need to fill in the drop ship information. Please keep in mind that if this was like shipping damage or a lab error, we will not charge the $6.50 drop ship fee. If this is something where the customer forgot to reorder or something like that, the $6.50 dropship fee would apply. Once you are done, you'll go ahead and click on Submit Order, and that'll send that order to us. If you have questions on how to do this or anything covered in this video, please give us a call at 1-800-728-2722. Thank you.